What? Wait. What do you value most in a friendship?
So,
This is a
first
serious
off,
question.
I'm going to say what I struggle most as a friend.
Oh, okay.
I struggle most keeping in touch with people.
Okay.
I think I take after my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good at just getting rid of people in my
Okay.
life.
Like once they're not in the forefront, it's kind of just
Yeah,
like, okay,
when they're not in the forefront, it's pretty easy for me to just be like, all right, deuces.
Right.
Like, we'll talk when time comes, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna reach out, and we're not gonna go to lunch often. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
there are people in my life that I would say I'd love to go, do that with.
Yeah.
And it's like, do I ever call them? Do I ever text them?
Right.
No. So therefore, I'm bad at it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that is one of my major flaws as a friend.
Okay.
I would say.
So then, okay, so that, good job recognizing that.
Yeah.
Now, does that have anything to do with what you value most?
Not in particular.
Okay.
But I would say what I value most in a friend is, and this is going to be so weird that this is number one.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be for everyone. Like, they have things in common with me, but I think the number one most important thing is they have the same things in common with me in terms of lifestyle. No drinking,
Okay.
no smoking,
Oh, okay,
things
that's-
like that.
okay, that's good.
Which is weird.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be real. Like, so like you and Chad are my best friends probably right now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what is one thing neither of you do?
Right. But also that is a prerequisite to why we're such good friends.
Exactly, and
you
I
know?
would say that's probably
Okay.
one of the most
Oh,
important
okay,
things.
okay,
No,
okay, that's fair.
like that's the reason why you are where you're at.
Okay.
You know,
I
like
see what
if
you're
if
saying.
you were a big pothead, like maybe you and
then
I
it would have just never
became
meshed.
friends.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Maybe we would just be like, oh, we're not gonna hang out with that dude. He smokes in his room all day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so like I feel like that's a prereq
Okay,
to
that's
become a really good friend. Now, in all reality, I think what I value most is, for myself personally,
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough to be put in a situation in all sorts of ways to be able to help others. And I feel like number one is just seeing growth in people.
Okay. Sure.
Seeing people become just better individuals
Right.
and want the same thing as like I do, like like Christmas per se,
Right.
like Chad and I last year, what we did
Yeah.
was like that right there alone. Like,
Yeah.
those are going to be some of the greatest moments I have in my entire life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, going and giving those gifts to kids
Yeah.
and hopefully changing their life forever will be one of the greatest things ever. You know what I mean? Like going and tipping that guy all that money.
Yeah.
Like, knowing that money he was going to use can
Yeah.
help him so much more than that same amount for me. Like I'm going to be honest with you, like, that same amount for me, if that was just not in my bank account tomorrow, I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, that sucks. But okay.
Right.
Like, for him, that is like,
Amazing.
it's like altering, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like, so like having people in my life that want to do good and things like
Yeah.
that is important too. But
Okay. Yeah. That's
yeah,
good.
like, I feel like there's a lot of prereqs that lead up to it. But I would say,
But I feel like what you're saying is it boils down to like a symmetry between you and
I
that
want someone
person.
with similar
just
lifestyles
meshing
in
well.
terms of that kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
want people who are driven. I don't want people who are
Yes.
just ready to lie down and just be cool with just
Right.
nothing, Like,
Right. That's a major one too that I don't think about that often, but like when you bring it up or when like you actually do think about it, it's like, yeah, that's a major thing that I don't consciously look for, but it's like I just never gravitate towards people who aren't driven, And it's like when I actually think about it, it's like, oh yeah, maybe that is something that I value. But I would say number one, what do I value in a friendship would be, I don't know. I would say like just genuine. I mean, I feel like honesty is a big one, but it's also kind of a basic one.
I thought about all those.
but
Like, I
just-
thought about all those, that basics
Right,
thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would say like being genuine is a big one, because I feel like I feel like I am a pretty good judge of character, but also like it's easy to see when someone's putting on, and I don't like that. And I just like someone who's authentic is a better word, I guess I should say, than genuine. But just someone who is themselves and they know, and they know that, and they're okay with just being themselves, and whatever that means. That's a huge one. Yeah, I would say that, or just a supportive friend is also just a good one.
Of course. Oh, jeez.
What?
What is your most terrible memory? What's your worst memory?
Oh, God. What's my most terrible memory?
Most terrible memory.
Damn. Okay. I think I know what it is for sure, actually.
Oh, like you have yours.
I had to think for a sec, but I immediately went there. So it was, this was like going on 2 years ago.
Oh, you know it, like you know it.
Oh, it's a specific moment in my life that happened. It was my first my first quarter here in Oregon, going to University of Oregon. I was living at Courtside. I was on my way back from Jaquaa. I just did like a tutoring session, and I was walking back to Courtside where I lived at the time, and I get a call from my dad, and he might have texted me before, I can't remember, but it was just a call from my dad, and he was crying, and it was very obvious, Like, I know what my dad sounds like when he cries. He's not necessarily one, it's not like I went my whole life without seeing my dad cry or something like that. Like, I have seen my dad cry many times. He's an emotional guy. So am I. And anyway, he was on the phone and he was crying. He let me know randomly that his dad died. And my grandpa wasn't someone that we were necessarily very close to. I wasn't, at least. Obviously, I'm not saying that for my dad, but I wasn't close to my grandpa that much. I had honestly only ever seen him 3 times out of memory. He lived in Florida. He had lived all over, but he had never lived anywhere near us. And it was just always a process. And there's my dad and my grandpa had an interesting relationship, I guess I would say. Never really heard about a lot, didn't really hear a lot about him. He communicated with me as I got older, I had my own connections with him, which was nice. But yeah, no, that's probably, I can't think of many others. I don't really have a lot of terrible memories.
I don't know.
There are things that happen in your life that may seem terrible and problematic when they happen. But then, you think back and it's hey, that was just something. That was just an obstacle. That was just something that happened. Yeah. But that was something that that put a pit in my stomach that was tough to overcome. And that changed both myself, that changed my dad, forever.
I got you.
But yeah. What about you?
Mine is... Oh, man, this is tough. Thinking,
I know.
Thinking back, man.
Yeah, it is. It's not fun.
I would say mine was... It was probably 8th grade.
Okay.
I want to say that's when my move took place.
Okay.
My mom just got a divorce for her second time.
Okay.
And told me she was going on a date, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It was a lead up, of a couple months.
Yeah.
And I would say it was 3 months in, and it was we're gonna move in with this third person.
Yeah.
And I was no. And
yeah.
I got in a full blown argument with my mom.
Oh.
And I said some things I shouldn't have
wish
said.
You didn't say. Yeah. 100%.
One was I put an ultimatum, him or me,
right.
If you choose him, that's fine, but I just want you to know,
yeah,
I won't be in your life.
How old are you at this point?
8th grade, so I'm
okay.
15.
Okay. Yeah.
And I guess the hardest part I had was just the second person she was married to. We all got along with great because he's a good guy. I don't think she would say he was a bad person by any means.
Yeah.
It's just he wasn't a good husband.
Right.
He wasn't super active. He worked super early in the mornings, things like that. Just didn't equate to being a great husband.
Yeah.
And so, I just, in my opinion, I wasn't, I didn't necessarily approve of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, 3 months later, we're going to move in with this other dude. It's not going to sit well. And so we had a conversation that
yeah.
did not go well.
Yeah.
And just in general, I I wish it didn't take place.
Yeah.
And to go on top of that, I didn't even go to their wedding.
Yeah.
And like that, if I could go like that's
Like that,
the,
so that
that's
that
my
whole
worst memory.
yeah. That's
Like I don't fight with my family.
Like
I
biggest
fought with my
regret
brother
type
twice. You know what I mean? Like I fought with my brother to where I didn't talk to him for a week, like twice.
right.
My sister hated me for like 3 years growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we've all had our moments with everybody.
Oh, sure.
But like my mom and my dad, I've been pretty respectful to my entire life. I've never really said anything, and we've never really fought and been, on separate sides of things ever. Like I can't think of a time other than that.
Yeah.
And the reason why I wish I could go back is because I could see how happy, like my mom's husband makes her now. And like before, I just wasn't able to see that.
Yeah.
And so the fact that none of her kids were at my brother nor my sister went to the wedding either.
Yeah.
So my mom, his entire family went, and my entire family just didn't
I didn't know
show. That. Like I just feel like it's a bad look.
Yeah.
Like that was a bad start, and I just feel bad that my mom necessarily just had to do that alone. You know what I mean? Like she didn't have her 3 kids there.
Right.
Like it's kind of rough. And so, like, I would say my worst memory is
that.
Yeah. It is of that.
Yeah, it's not fun. That wasn't a fun question.
It's not my favorite. That's right. It's long enough now that I'm not shedding tears.
What?
So it's
long
long
ago.
enough that I'm not shedding
Sure.
tears.
Okay, here we go. Oh, what? Okay. If you knew that in 1 year you would die, more with death. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living, and why?
In 1 year?
In 1 year, if you were gonna die on September 25th, 2020, as of right now, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna change how you live?
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be real with you. I probably want to play another video game.
I know exactly what I would do.
I probably want to play another video game.
What? Oh, you wouldn't?
No, I would
Oh,
try
it's
to
such
go
a waste.
live life, man.
Yeah.
Like, if someone said, "Let's go do this," I'd be like, "All right." Like, I would never say no to another person.
Right.
I would be yes man. Like, I would be like,
that's
over
a very
the next
good...
365 days, I'm going to do everything. I'm not going to save $1.
Yeah.
Like everything I'm doing is I'm just going to go experience as much life as possible.
That's a good way to think about it. Like always saying yes, because there would be no reason to ever say no. Because like, do you have something
I want to
better
experience
do? No.
everything in the next 364 days.
Yeah. Mine would probably be, I would probably move back down to California.
Oh, you'd have to.
Yeah.
You'd have to be by your family
just
for
be
sure.
by my family, yeah, for a year. Nothing other than that. No specifics, but yeah, I would be very similar in terms of just like, that would be the one thing I would do.
Yeah, like you got to figure out how to live life, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
For
I
a
don't
year,
know what
and
it
just not
is.
give a shit about
but
anything,
it's like I love everybody, and hopefully I see you. But like over the next 364 days, I am enjoying every moment.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing my. So I'm not fighting. If you want to argue with me, fucking save it for next year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's address this in a
hold
year.
it in. But right now, there's no arguments. There's no fighting. I don't want anything bad for the next 365 freaking days.
Yeah. No.
You know.
No time for that.
But you literally have no time for that.
What's the next one?
How close and warm is your family? Do you feel childhood was happier than most other people's? I don't think we need to answer that. I think
we can already
pretty
do that.
greater detail on that. Same with the next one. How do you feel about your relationship with your mom? Don't think we need to talk about that. We both talked about our relationships. Here you go. When was the last time you cried in front of another person and just by yourself?
Ooh.
See, this is gonna take some memory. I'm not a crier.
Yikes. Okay, I know last time I cried. And I know the last time I cried in front of someone. Last time I cried in front of someone was in front of you. And I don't know if you remember. You've seen me cry briefly. I don't know if you've seen me because I don't know if you were looking very hard. But I remember. I'll start with that one. It was a year ago probably. And I came home from work early one day from AT&T. Because I just found out that one of my close friends that I grew up with in high school passed away. And I thought I was fine. Couldn't hold it together at work, so I got sent home.
I do remember that.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. I'm going to classify that as in front of someone, I guess. last time I cried was probably a month ago. I was on the phone with both my parents, and we were just talking about life in general. And if I'm ever gonna talk about like life with my parents, I'm gonna cry. Like that's just something that's gonna happen.
Oh, this question's almost impossible for me to answer.
Really? Why? You rarely cry. Is that why?
I never cry.
So when was the last time you cried for someone? I can't wait to hear that one. I can't wait to hear both. I'm a crier. I'm not a crier for no reason.
So
I'm not a movie crier is what I'm saying.
Oh, I am.
Wait, so is that the last time you cried?
It might be.
Hey, dude.
Like watching The Pursuit of Happiness 3 months ago myself,
No.
I probably teared up in.
Dude, you need a good cry every few weeks.
I would actually argue every time I watch Pursuit of Happiness or a movie like that, I'm going to shed a tear. I'm a movie crier.
Yeah,
for sure. Like I'm not gonna hide a feeling in a movie. Like I get the thing about me in TV shows and movies and things like that is like I immerse myself in it.
Okay,
like, I feel like it's real life. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah.
When I'm watching The Pursuit of Happiness,
putting yourself in those shoes.
I'm in the movie. Like I'm his friend, witnessing it all take place.
If there's a movie with, let's say, a son and a dad, and something happens between them, it's going.
Oh my god! Oh,
the flood ducts are open.
I already have. You've watched my worst one, John Q.
Oh yeah. Wait,
the one where he's holds up the hospital.
Yeah.
That's just the one.
That's the saddest movie. You cried?
I cry every time.
Oh, so it was that last time you
cried?
When
he freaking when he saves his son, he gets his son, and his son looks at him, and he like does the little thing. Like, it gets me every time. There's no way I'm not gonna shed a tear.
Yeah, but
there's no way.
You know what's gonna happen now.
Doesn't matter.
Really?
It doesn't matter.
I don't have that.
I can feel it. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I like. I don't know, but I know what he went through. Like as a father, you'd go through the lengths. You know what I mean? Right. So I could just feel it.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, my last time probably just crying by myself had to be watching a movie.
When was the last time you cried in front of someone?
Oh, man.
And we're not going to count a movie. We're not going to count that. Because that's not necessarily in front of someone. Like, I'm talking
what if I told you I don't... Full blown?
Not like... I'm assuming you've never hysterically cried. I've never hysterically cried either. But I'm just saying full blown. Like, not like one tear. Like...
Bro.
I'm crying and it's obvious. If I walked by someone right now... I'm crying.
I mean...
Dude, you don't know?
I don't know.
Hey, you need a good cry every once in a while.
Hold on. Let me call in backup.
Whoa, who you calling?
I'm going to text Danielle to come here real quick.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask her if she knows.
That's fair. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Because you're assuming the last time you would
have probably cried would have been in front of her.
Okay.
I mean, I spend most of my... Because I don't know.
It's funny. I like how I knew mine immediately and you don't know yours.
Like it might have been something like along with us. Maybe I really don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea when the last tear was shed.
Dude.
Hey,
you need to.
A question came up, and I need to know if you know the answer to it.
We have a question for you.
Okay.
When was the last time I cried in front of another person?
Do you happen to know?
That's really hard.
I don't cry.
He doesn't cry that often? How many times have you ever seen him cry? That's a great question.
Once, maybe twice.
Once or twice we've been together for like 6.5 years.
What?
He cried when the dog died during that movie.
Doesn't count.
Oh yeah, we're not counting movies. We're not counting movies.
I don't know.
Once or twice in
Wait,
probably
dog?
both
What
movies.
dog? What movie?
Is that one about that kid and his face was a little messed up and he
Oh, that movie was so fucking sad. What movie was that? With Julia Roberts was the mom, right? Mm-hmm. And guy with messed up nose, blonde dude, was the dad. Oh, that was a sad movie. That I would watch that and cry right now.
A dog died or something like that.
Yeah, but like it's sad because he has like a disfigured face, and he's supposed to be a normal kid.
Oh, okay.
It's a little boy. He's in school. He's in like elementary school, and I can't think of the name of the movie for some reason. And he's got like a messed up face, and so he's like so self conscious that he tries to wear a freaking space mask everywhere. I can't think of what it's called, an astronaut helmet.
Yeah,
He wears that everywhere he goes, and like he's gonna start public school for the first time, so his parents make him take it off. He goes to school, and all the kids make fun of him, and like he makes a friend, and then the friend talks crap behind his back, and he hears it, and like it breaks my heart.
Dude, come on.
Because it's like, what is it? Not Ozzy? No, what's his name?
I don't know.
I'm gonna figure it out. But do you
Other
know
than
the
that-
last time I cried? It would have been around you. And you can, if you honestly
that's
know what it is,
wild.
if it's embarrassing, you can say it, and I'll tell the story. I don't know.
I really don't know.
Dude, I don't cry. I don't know the last time I cried. I don't know the
So
last
that
time.
surprises
I'm gonna
me,
be honest
because
with you.
I would classify you as a fairly emotional guy.
I don't know the last time I cried that wasn't about a movie.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm trying to think if someone died.
so this is what I'm going to tell you.
I didn't cry. I didn't cry when my grandma died.
You should work something up, because sometimes it feels good to cry. I'm not gonna
Do you
lie.
cry a lot?
Yeah, more than he does. We had to answer like, when was the last time you cried, and when was the last time you cried in front of someone, and I immediately knew.
Wow.
Bro, I probably have cried less than, like, not counting baby.
Yeah.
Less than 10 times in my life that I can remember.
Wow.
Like, bro, I don't cry.
What?
Yeah, like, that doesn't happen.
That's
Dang.
how my dad is.
Dang.
You know what the other thing I don't do that I would say most people do?
What?
Probably since I was like 14.
Yeah. What?
And this is weird. I don't vomit.
What?
Yeah.
I when you get really sick, obviously you can't help it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't remember
I'm an easy puker, I would say.
the last puke time I've had, other than being extremely sick one time.
My brother has a good
Do you
streak
remember
going
one
on,
time?
too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, when you came home drunk.
Listen, I don't drink often, but when I do, DC
That's gonna
knows how to
happen.
have fun. Oh man. Yeah, is that weird? That I don't
It's-
cry?
No, it's not weird.
I'll say this: it's
It's
weird that
surprising for
Danielle
me.
didn't know one. It's called Wonder. The movie's called Wonder.
Okay.
And I got to figure out the boy's name because Ozzy isn't it, but I feel like it's close.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna look at the cast.
Dude, that's crazy.
Augie, not Ozzy. Augie
Augie.
is his name.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll 100% tell you right now. If we put on Wonder, we watched the whole movie, my ass is shedding tears. There's one thing I don't like, and that's when like a little kid doesn't feel good enough in its own skin.
Yeah.
When you are a child and you're not an adult and you don't have control over yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like have you ever seen like a 8-year-old who's like 150 pounds?
Yes.
And you can't blame the 8-year-old.
No. Not at all.
If you blame the 8-year-old, you're a terrible person.
Oh,
you know it's their parents' fault.
just-
You know what I mean? Like the parent is giving them everything they
Yeah, I have a
want food
specific
wise.
problem with that type of a situation.
And it's
'cause
like-
when you see it, it's unfair.
Like it hurts me.
Yes. And especially because of the fact that there are, in a lot of those instances, that child will never not be.
And
overweight.
he doesn't know.
No.
And then
They
when
will
he's
go their
and then when
entire
when
life.
it's 20 years old
Yes.
and he realizes like I have to make my own decisions and
Uh-huh.
I don't like that I'm this big.
100%.
It's too late, man.
Well, it's not too late.
It's not,
It
but
really
it-
isn't.
it's not, but
for
it
most
is.
people, mentally, it's too late. It's too late.
'Cause for
you've
some-
already gone that long.
It's 2 years of change.
Yes,
for
and
you to even come back
you've
to
solidified
close.
like being comfortable with that in a certain
And
way.
bad habits and-
Yes, that it is a giant hill to overcome.
That is one thing that will get to me
Yeah.
emotionally. But honestly, last time I cried, I can't answer the question.
That's wild.
If Danielle can't answer the question, I can't answer the question.
That's wild. Bro.
I'm sure.
Last time I shed a tear,
That's wild.
my grandma Cecil died years ago, and I don't think I did that.
Hey,
I haven't gone through a lot of death.
I haven't either. Luckily.
Luckily, yeah, thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
See, I'm the kind of guy who I don't cry, but I'll tell you right now, if someone close to me,
Yeah.
I don't know, close as you, or if it was, God forbid, someone closer.
Hello.
Well, I'm not talking about you, like my, brother or something.
Right.
I don't think I'd be able to function, bro.
We'll get there.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if my life would exist. Like, I would be, I want to, I don't know.
I'm with you.
But, okay, but I honestly don't know the last time I cried.
Okay. All right. Well, that's your answer. That's an answer right there.
But it's not an answer because it's like I don't want to tell an embarrassing story.
No. Yeah, I believe you that you don't know.
It's like it was years ago.
Yeah.
It was upwards of 1,000 days ago that I last shed
At least
tears,
it sounds like,
especially in front of a person.
I mean,
Like, did y'all see me cry? It's probably more like 4 times.
Okay.
And I would say most of those are a movie. And I'm trying to think of a time when she saw me cry when it wasn't a movie. Did we ever have a fight?
Yeah, like our first year dating.
First year,
That's
so.
the only time I can literally remember you.
So
crying.
over 5.5 years ago.
Oh, there we go.
No, yeah. I was just trying to think of like a time before
Since
that,
then?
but that's literally been.
What
like,
was our big fight?
5 years.
Was it when we got caught?
No.
That whole thing?
No.
What was it?
I don't know what it was. I think I was just being an emo girl.
And I cried?
Honestly.
Being an emo girl.
An indecisive.
All right,
emo
that got
girl.
you. There we go. We learned something.
Man. Yeah, I don't know.
That was it.
It's a little gray, but we'll
I
cut it.
wish I could tell a story.
Yeah.
I really do.
How many more do we have left?
3.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Let's hear it. Ask
If
it.
you were to die tonight,
Yes.
no opportunity to communicate with anyone,
Uh-huh.
what would you most regret not having told someone? And why haven't you told them that yet?
Whoa. That's tough. Ooh. I don't know. You gotta let me think real quick.
Shit.
What are you thinking too?
I think it's with my mom, same thing.
That.
Not going to her wedding. And
Yeah.
like how
Yeah.
how I'm terribly sorry that she had to deal with that alone.
Yeah.
And like she did such a good job of masking it
Yeah.
and not showing anyone that it mattered. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like I've never talked to my mom about it. I probably never will because I don't. She's gonna cry. My mom's a crier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my mom's a crier over everything, every little thing.
Yeah.
I'm not, and so like seeing my mom cry would make me cry. Like if I'm talking with someone and they start crying, like I want to cry. You know what I
Really?
mean? Yeah.
Even if you're not that close.
No, if I'm
Oh,
close.
'cause
Like
you're
if it's
sure.
about a matter that's important.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
And
I'll feel it too.
I don't know.
I would say, dude, that's tough. What would I most regret not saying?
Actually, you want to know the last time I remember crying in front of people?
Yeah. There you go.
Was when my buddy's dad died when we were little kids. And we were all
the classmate one. I think I remember you.
Hysterically crying in 5th grade together in like a group.
Yeah.
That's like the last time, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like I don't remember a time when. Oh no! I mean losing state baseball or losing playoff baseball in high school.
Okay.
I cried.
Okay.
I'll show my emotion in a loss in
Sure.
sports.
Yeah.
I know I've cried throughout this back injury at some point.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude. Oh, here, I got one for you.
Okay,
I
let's hear it.
cried to my mom on the phone one time.
When?
My freshman year of college.
Okay.
So this is most recent I got.
Nice.
Most recent
Let's
I got.
hear it.
We'll go back up a little bit.
Okay.
It probably won't make sense to people in terms of like the timeline is dead on. Like my time is dead on. I am living in an apartment with my college roommate at this time
Yeah.
who plays baseball with me.
Yeah.
And obviously I had a messed up back at this time. This is pre-surgery.
Yeah.
So the real term's herniated. However, I did more than herniate my discs.
Herniated. Okay.
I did much more than just herniate my disc. My
Yeah.
disc anatomy was almost fully gone.
Okay.
So mine was like an extreme herniation.
Yeah.
And it had happened so long that the liquid had hardened on the outside.
Yeah.
The jelly is what they call it.
Okay.
The jelly on the inside had hardened and
Jelly.
created like an extremely hard cartilage.
Yeah.
That was constantly like that embedded my nerve root. Mm-hmm. So you think of a nerve root where it's supposed to be. Mine was fully encased in a hard cartilage thing, so it was constantly rubbing and hitting and piercing my nerve.
Yeah.
So that's what I went through for about 3 years. I worked out really, really, really hard. Like I mean, like I ran sprints. I worked out every day. I had a diet plan. I lived with my brother for a whole summer
Yeah.
before I went and played college baseball my freshman year.
Yeah.
And I was down there, and I absolutely crushed. Like, I was as healthy as I've ever been. My back felt fine. Like, I was smaller. I lost weight. I felt good.
Yeah.
I was, in a really good shape compared to what I had been in the last 2.5 years of this back injury. And, like, to put it in perspective, I hit like 680 or 720 in fall.
Whoa.
And against my 4 years, I went 6 for 8, 9 for 11 against the 4-year schools that would recruit you afterwards.
Yeah.
And, like, I crushed them. Like, I was really good. I was the 3-hitter for our team. Like, I was our best player, you know what I mean? Like, at least I felt like I was, like, I was in a good state.
Yeah.
And that was fall ball, so it's obviously the part that doesn't count. Mm-hmm. And my body started to wear down once I started picking baseball back up.
Yeah.
And one day I was in my apartment, and I was laying on my couch. I was laying on the love seat, and my buddy was laying on the longer sofa.
Okay.
And I got up to go fill up my glass of water. And I'll never forget this, because it is what I feel like people go through when they get paralyzed. Mm-hmm. And I took one step, and I literally could not take another, and I fell flat on my face. And, like, I hit, and, like, nothing. And my buddy just hops up. He's like, dude, are you all right? And I go, I can't move. And he goes, what do you mean? I go, my body doesn't work right now. Like, I think I'm paralyzed. Like,
yeah.
I don't work right now. And he's like,
I don't
what?
know.
What? And, like, I'm like, go to do a push-up.
Yeah.
And my entire lower half, nothing. No movement. I'm like, I can't move my legs. Like, I have nothing. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? It's like, it'll go away. Like, in confidence, I said to him, like, it'll go away. That's all I said. And I honestly, I've never had this happen.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And so I'm laying on the ground, and like 20 minutes later, like, I try to get up, and I'm able to do it.
Yeah.
Like, nothing happened. And he looked
20
at me.
minutes, so you were down
I was on the ground for like, I want to say like 15,
how often
20 minutes.
where did you try to get up?
Often.
Every second. Yeah. You kept on trying.
All the time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I was just able to get
It
up.
just clicked or what?
I don't know. I still to this day don't know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And so I called my mom that night, and I told her what happened.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. Told her everything. And I said, Mom, I don't give up on things.
Yeah.
But I can't play baseball anymore. I'm not healthy enough. I'm not good enough. My body can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm done. And, like, I cried on the phone because I was, like, admitting defeat to my mom. Like, I was admitting, like, I can't do this. Like, maybe I should move back home. Like,
Did your mom cry?
I'm a failure.
Did your mom cry?
No, probably not. She probably was like, I trust anything that you decide to do. Like, but I probably I cried to my mom that day because I was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm physically too broken to do this.
Was that actually the end?
The defeat. What?
Was that actually the end?
No, I played out the entire
Okay,
year.
I was gonna say.
It sucked. Like, I didn't play very much. Like when people ask me, like, how good were you at baseball? I say, well, my sophomore year in high school, my junior year in high school, I was really good. After that, I was not good.
Yeah.
Like, I was not good as a junior after my junior year in high school. And I wasn't good not because I didn't want to be good. I wasn't good because I physically could not be good.
Yeah.
Like, with the injury I had, I was just not good. And I didn't want to get surgery, I was terrified of getting back surgery. And it got to the point where I was like, I have to get it. But I was terrified, dude. Like, I was like, when you're 17 and 18 getting told, like, hey, I need to go into your back. Like, I was not pumped for that.
No, that's not
terrified, man. Like, that's something you tell a 35-year-old or a 50-year-old man who's had a hard life. Like, you're telling a 17-year-old who worked out too hard or played baseball too much, Like,
that shouldn't be something.
That shouldn't be something I have to deal with.
Yeah, a kid that young has to go through.
I refused it, and like, looking back, I was like, I wish I would have done it. And like,
while
I had the time and double coverage on insurance and blah blah blah, I wish I would have just done it, with my parents' help. But like, I paid for my back surgery out of my own pocket while I was in college. Yeah.
Damn.
I had to. Because it was my choice at that point. Like, that's what I had to do, And so I was like, it got bad enough where like people always ask me, like, how was back surgery? And I always tell them, like, I don't think you realize, like, how much pain I was in all the time. That like, when I got out of back surgery, I felt better. Like, back surgery was awesome.
It was
like,
great.
It took away my pain.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, there's pain from the surgery, and I couldn't move, but I was like, felt so much better. Like, it was relief.
Right.
You know what I mean? So back to question 33. If you were to die this evening,
33.
No opportunity to meet with anyone, what is the biggest regret you have to tell someone, and why haven't you told them? I think mine would have to be with my mom.
Okay.
Just because I feel terrible that she had to do that, A, alone, and B,
Yeah.
whatnot. God, I'm trying to think of another one.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I'm pretty an open book when it comes to people.
I am too.
Especially important people. It's
Yeah.
not like I don't disclose things to them.
Right, right. It's not like there's things that I leave unsaid necessarily with anybody that I classify as
Like
important in my
someone
life.
would say, like, I should probably be about Danielle, because we haven't taken the next step up. Like, I'm very open with Danielle on that
Right.
stuff.
Right.
So it's not going to be something along those lines. Like, I've told Danielle everything she's know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I communicate that stuff. And so, yeah, I think it would have to be that. That's the one thing I don't communicate with. Like, I didn't ever communicate with.
Would I regret not telling someone?
It's tough. Have you not told someone in your family something that you've
That's
wanted to tell
literally
them?
what I'm thinking. I'm going from family member to family member in my mind right now, trying to figure out, is there something I haven't said to one of them? My mom and dad know, because, like, if there's something that I feel like I need to say to my parents, I'm going to say it. You know, it might take me some time, but as of right now, there is nothing that I have not told my parents that I wish I did. I mean, I guess the only thing that I could remotely think of is, like, I feel like maybe I don't tell my sister that I'm, like, proud of her enough. You know, that's just not something that I tell my sister. She's younger than me.
I mean, that's fair, though.
So, I mean
that's
it's not
something
major, but I feel like that would be...
Yeah, like, I guess I'm just kind of like an open book when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
I tell people things that... Like, I always... Like, you can ask Danielle. I always tell her this. Like, we were at Nordstrom Rack the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this chick had these pants on, and I was like, I really like your pants.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
yeah.
was like, oh, I really like her pants, too. I was like, why don't you tell her that? Like, I'm the kind of person that I'll walk
Right.
by and I'll compliment someone something. I didn't compliment the lady on her pants because if a guy compliments a girl on pants, it's going to be taken, I believe, wrong in terms of, like, oh, I have a nice butt in my pants. Nice, cool, thank you. You know, like, and that's not what I meant. Like, just the way that they, like, I don't know, they were, like, kind of, like, dressy, but at the same time, they're kind of badass. Like, I was like, oh, those
Yeah.
are cool. Like, you should get a pair of those. Sweet, you know?
Yeah.
I always tell Danielle, she'll be like, oh, she had such pretty makeup on. I'm like, why don't you tell her that? Because you know what's one thing that makes
Yeah,
people's day
that.
is getting complimented.
Yes.
And I know that. And so I'm not shy when it comes to complimenting people. I'll tell a girl, like, I'm like, you have a very nice smile. You know what I mean? I'll say something like that. I don't care.
Right.
Because I know that as long as they don't take it stupidly, then it's going to make their damn day. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, have you ever had someone say something to you? I've been complimented before.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'll be
100%.
honest with you, it's freaking great.
It does feel good. It does feel
And
good.
so, like, I'm like one that's like, well,
And no matter how, like,
gonna compliment.
not conceited you think you may be, it can stick with you.
Oh,
you know,
it
for an
feels good.
entire day. You can go to sleep and remember that.
it feels good.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. It feels there are not very many better feelings than a random person complimenting something that you tried hard for.
Yeah.
Like, if you tried hard that day on your outfit and they say, I really like those pants, man. They
Right.
look really good on you.
Right.
I don't care who it's from. Especially if it's from a stranger, it's better. Because that
Yeah.
means there's no preconceived.
Yeah, there's no,
style.
like, yeah, I'm your friend, I'm going to make you feel good type of a thing. It's just, you know,
And
it's
so-
like completely
Yeah, it's
unsolicited.
Yep. And so, like, I try not to be shy with any compliment.
That's good. Okay.
And so, like, I would just say, like, for most people, I'm in the same boat. Like, I tell people what they need to be told.
Yeah. All right, ready? Second to last question.
These are starting to get a little rougher now.
Your house containing everything you own catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item. What would it be and why? One item if the house is up in flames, everybody you know is safe. One item. And I'm thinking as well. Because I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I have a house. All my belongings are here.
Yes.
And they're present. What's one item
Yes.
I save and why?
I'm trying to think. I don't have a lot of...
So, first gut says car. So, car keys.
Okay.
However, my car's parked on the sidewalk. So, I don't feel like that's minorly important. Reason my first mind went there
Yeah,
is,
let's not go there.
do I need somewhere to sleep? Car's a pretty good spot if I need to. You know what I mean, though?
Okay,
Like,
good point.
so I can make use of it.
Okay. Let's assume you have your car.
I
it's
don't
outside.
personally have any belonging right now that I can think of that is like. I wasn't a kid that like I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't have
like sentimental things.
items that are sentimental.
Yeah, I have a couple.
My mom has most of it. I actually do have one like thing that means a lot to me, but it wouldn't be the first thing I grab. And this is gonna. My favorite blanket growing up was this blanket that was red and white. It was like a not plaid, but like it was square patches.
Yeah,
it was black and white, and it was a dog blanket.
Yeah.
And it had little ears off of it, like little cloth ears.
Yeah.
And I carried it everywhere. I'm a blanket and pillow kind of guy. Like I could have 50 blankets and 50 pillows on my bed, and I'm happy about that. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy blankets and pillows. Always have.
Yeah.
And so like it was my favorite blanket. So like I have a couple sentimental things like that.
Right.
But in terms of something I would really save, like it's gonna be something stupid. Like it's not gonna be important.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think me either. There's nothing.
I would honestly figure out what Danielle needed, and I would grab something for her.
Okay.
Because she's gonna have something more sentimental than I do.
For real, she's got a lot more.
I'm figuring out what you need. I'm figuring out what Brian needs, and I'm figuring out what Danielle needs. That's what I'm doing. I'm figuring out if there's something in this house that can't be replaced, because everything I have, I can honestly say can be replaced.
Yeah,
I don't have anything.
I don't think I have anything that can't.
I need that.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I truly don't.
Like, yeah, because I'm just thinking of like things I use in my daily life. There's nothing right now that would be I use in my daily life that I would need so badly. There's nothing sentimental enough that I would need so badly. Otherwise, it would probably be
like
something.
Danielle and I have like this date box
Uh-huh.
of like almost everything we've done in those 6.5 years. Like that's probably something she would want. You know, like I would probably make a run for that.
Sure.
But, you know, like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what is. I mean, my diploma. Like I can get that back.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I don't have anything super sentimental.
I don't either. I don't have any like autographed things.
Yeah, but even then, it's like
No.
I have some autographed things. It's like, is it that important that I'd risk my life for it?
Yeah.
In a burning house? Like, the only thing I'm risking my life for is something that's so detrimental that you need.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
obviously life-
Like, imagine yourself right now. Everyone's outside and the house is on fire.
And I'm like, I gotta go in because I need this.
And you're going in.
Like, it's gotta be something
I don't think there's anything that right now I'm like, I will be distraught if I don't have that. There's nothing.
I don't have that. I can replace everything I own except for what, and I don't have that except for other than things that would already be outside at that point. Because I'd already have the dogs outside. I'd have all of you guys outside.
Pets and loved ones, yeah. Yeah, I don't.
It would be trying to get whatever other people needed.
Yeah, or it would if I had to go in and get something. If there's something that I have to grab, it would just be whatever was the most efficient item, whatever was closest to the door. If there was something, if that happened to be my wallet, okay, sick. Now I don't have to go get new wallet things.
Like for me it would be my keys. So I had a place to sleep that night, so everyone could sleep in my car.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I know it's not the greatest, but at least we have a car. You know what I mean? We can sleep in this, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a sentimental item. I don't. It's just, I guess, the way I grew up. I don't know. Last question. Of all people in your oh my.
Yeah, this isn't good.
This is it.
This isn't good.
Of all the people in your family, whose death would be the most disturbing and why? I don't love the term disturbing.
But it is an accurate term. When you think about it.
Does it have to be one person?
Yes. That's what the question asks. It specifically asks that.
One person.
One person in your family.
I don't think I can answer.
I know what mine is.
Really?
If I'm answering, you have to answer.
I don't know
we made that agreement. We signed the agreement at the beginning.
I don't know if I have one answer because I don't know if someone trumps someone.
It's not that. That's not what that's saying. It's not saying who means the most to you.
I know it's not saying
it's saying think about how you would function after something like that happened. Which one of the what?
So this is where my head's at.
Because there is one that would mess you up more.
No, so this is
for whatever reason.
This is my reasoning.
Go ahead.
The most disturbing would be my 3 nieces.
Okay.
Not one over the other.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And the reason why is because A, I love them.
Yes.
Equally, obviously.
Yeah.
But B, because they haven't got to live life yet.
Right.
And so the most disturbing would be my 3 nieces.
And that would also, like, affect
and it
the
would
most
affect
people.
everyone.
You know,
and it would be
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
So if we're going to go off of the word disturbing, not affect me the most.
No, but disturbing.
The most disturbing would be my 3 nieces.
Yeah.
Now the person that would affect me most, and it would solely affect me the most because I talk to this person fucking 10 times a day, and that's my brother.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, whether it's my brother or my sister, mom and dad, it's different because you kind of assume that that's going to take place mentally.
Yes, I agree.
Like, I know that sounds weird, but it's like they're older, so
no, but
like,
I mean,
it's going to happen.
There is a certain part, like, you're expecting to outlive your parents.
Yeah.
You know?
And it sucks, and it's going to be it's so hard that day. I don't know what I'm going to do.
No.
But I'll be real, like, my brother or my sister, like, for this game's sake, whatever one you want to pick, you know what I mean? Like, sure, you could say my brother because I talk to him more.
Right.
But either or, like, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. Like with Danielle, I don't know what I would do, dude.
Yeah.
I would be in a place that nobody should be in. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to function. Like, I'm not the same. I can tell you that.
I wouldn't. No. For me, it's the exact same. It would come down to my brother and my sister.
No one would want to know who I was at that point.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't talk to anyone, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't leave my room.
Yeah. There would be, like, a specific part. Like, yeah, there would be a specific part of me that was just absent. I would not be the same person anymore. Ever
I've actually thought about this a multitude of times. You know what I mean? Like, I've
Yeah.
asked the same question. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly... There is not a situation in which I see myself functioning. Ever. Like, if you think about it, like, I talk to them so much.
Yeah.
Like, you see me, I FaceTime them all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on the phone with those two shits all the time.
Shits.
Like, you are with your family, too. You know what I mean? Like, it's like... I talk to them more than I talk to Danielle, and I live with Danielle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good question.
Like... And why? It's because they're like my best friends, you know what
Exactly,
I mean? Like,
100%.
And that's what it is.
Yes.
Like,
That's what it comes down to.
they are not only my siblings, but they're also my best friends who I can tell anything
Yeah.
to and relate with anything to. Like,
I have the strongest bond, honestly, with any human being.
Yeah,
Like,
is with
them. Yeah.
and so like just losing the ability to have that would be why.
Also, it would just be like it would almost feel like unfair to a certain degree, you know? To like, if something like that happened, to like then have to continue living without them, you know? Because like, you obviously you are living your life right now, and they're a part of your life, you know? And it's like, not having them there, it's like, whoa, what? Like, why am I the one that gets to move on, or, you know, get to continue, type of a thing. Yeah, it's rough.
I don't know.
That's not good.
I don't know.
That's not a... What was the first question?
The very first question?
Yeah. Because I think it was a lot easier than the last one.
Yeah, the first one.
I think it has something to do with...
Who would you have for a dinner guest?
Oh, yeah. Forget that. You got anything else?
I'm trying to find some
Find some what?
more questions.
Oh. I just want to end this on a light note. I don't want it to be so somber.
I don't know, man.
What are you going to dress up for as Halloween?
Bro, Halloween's the worst.
Why?
I don't remember the last time I dressed up. Hey, actually I do. It was when I was a banana. And I had to do for work.
Where?
So I went at Dutch. And I went to the costume store. And I picked out the
Spirit Halloween.
cheapest.
Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, I picked out the
Nice little
cheapest
$9.99
costume
banana.
that would be available in my size at the time. And I bought that bitch. And it was a freaking banana.
That's a great one, honestly, to work at a Dutch in, though.
Oh, it was freaking
I
stupid
feel like
and awesome.
that's just funny. That applies well. Well, that was interesting.
What are you being for Halloween?
I'm not. I was just trying to lighten the
Jordon
mood.
Bean?
And I did. And I was successful.
I mean, you could say that.
No, I like Halloween, though.
Do you?
Not necessarily the day. I like the spooky nature of October. Starts to get a little colder, you know. There's always that channel on TV that starts showing a bunch of Halloween movies. That's nice. Hocus Pocus, can't beat it. Halloween Town, can't beat it. You've seen Hocus Pocus, right?
I've seen them all.
Okay.
Don't ever ask me if I've seen a movie.
Well, you looked at... When I said Hocus Pocus, you looked at me like...
Yeah, like
what words did you
I don't
just
know
say?
why people love Halloween movies so much.
No,
They're
I don't
not
love
that
them.
good.
I don't love them. And guess what? You're never going to watch me looking at it... Or what? You're never going to see me watching...
I'm never going to see you watching and looking at something.
Yeah. You're never going to see me watch a Halloween movie if it's not October, or maybe it'll spill over into November. That's it.
So how many are you going to watch this year?
Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town. 1, 2, maybe 3. Because there's 3 Halloween Town movies. There might be 4. I can't remember. But the 4th one probably sucks. What? There's other ones. There's other good ones. They're not... Oh, what's it called? Under Wraps is a good one. There's more. I can't remember what they are. But also, like, these Halloween themed episodes start coming on. It's like, cool, you know, could get you in the spirit.
It's not my style.
You don't like to be in the spirit.
Halloween just isn't the best holiday.
No, it's not even close.
And so it's like, it's okay.
But you don't like yourself some Halloween?
It's okay.
You don't like yourself some spooky nature, some pumpkin, some jack-o'-lanterns, and some candy flying around?
It's all right. I don't mind me some candy. If I could go back to the time when I was getting all
flying
that
around in your
candy
mouth
for free, then I
You
like
could
that
now
time.
too.
No, you can't. Last time I went trick-or-treating, I was like, probably like in 6th or 7th grade, and someone called me out. Like, I got called out like 3 times, like, aren't you a little too old for
And
this?
then you were like, I'm calling it.
Aren't you too big? And I said, yep.
Yeah, why'd you
now's
go in
the
6th
time.
or 7th grade?
I wanted to go trick-or-treating, man. Like, what's so wrong about, like, if you saw a 6th or 7th grader
Yeah.
come up and ask for candy, you're
No,
not saying
I'm
no.
giving him candy. Yeah,
and you're not
yeah.
saying a word to him because you're
Yeah.
like, hey, you know, let
Well, because I'm not a 70-year-old woman.
yeah, let the spirit live
Yeah.
on. Like, if you
Yeah.
want to trick or treat at 6th or 7th grade, you're not buying
Yeah,
yourself candy yet.
Go for it. Yeah.
Go ahead, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get some free candy. I wanted to enjoy the festivities. And then they were like, aren't you too big for this? And I got told that like 4 times, and so I gave up after like 20 minutes. 'Cause I'm like, I didn't realize.
Everyone's being mean to me. They're saying I'm
Yeah,
too old.
I didn't
I'm
realize
done.
there was like some like time frame where it was allowed
Yeah.
and not allowed, and like maybe
Yeah.
that's just I don't know. Like, did you know there was a time frame? Like, did you know like
No,
like,
but
like
there-
sure there can be a 30-year-old going and say yeah like I'll take some candy.
I
But even
just
then,
remember-
like, did you never have the dads who'd get like hey, you know and you'd be like, hey, you can have one too. You know you never had that.
Oh, of course.
You have that.
No,
so it's
yeah.
like no one's questioning the dad for freaking scalping
Yeah.
some candy.
Yeah.
Why are they questioning a freaking 6th or 7th grader for scalping some candy? Like, it makes sense.
Yeah, everyone likes candy. Let's get that
Yeah,
straight.
it's candy, bro.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever gotten a trick-or-treat bag?
Weirdest thing?
Yeah. Do you know?
Toothpaste.
That's pretty weird.
That would be the weirdest.
Yeah,
There was I lived on the street, and it was like the best place to go trick or treating. Like you could guarantee like a couple full size candy bars.
Dude, I don't think I ever experienced that.
Yeah.
People talk about that.
You didn't live.
Apparently. And we went to some pretty nice neighborhoods when we trick or
It's
treated.
not about nice neighborhoods.
What is it about?
It's about that one house that you know is going to do it every year because there's.
See, I never had that one. I did have a couple houses, you know, every once in a while when you were younger, where you would go and you happen to be like they were trying to go to bed type of a thing, so they were about to hit their lights off. So you go there and they're like, "We need to get rid of this bucket."
Oh, I had
So
that.
they
I've
start
had that.
dumping, you know, and
I've
it's
had
like,
that.
you know, because normally like, trick or treat, you know, and then they're like, okay, pick one, kiddos, you know, or something like that. But occasionally you got to a point where where they were like, you know, we need to get this, and they're like, oh, take as many as you want, you know, or take a handful,
So I've had that.
and it's like, oh, you tell me to take a handful right now?
Okay.
And I can basically
have
put
you
my
ever
hand
had
like a
the?
claw.
This is gonna make me sound like a terrible kid.
What?
Have you ever had the one where it's it said it like left a note saying,
Only take one. You take
can't
one
be
more.
here. Take one or whatever.
Yes. Oh,
So-
of course. And you want to know what I did as a kid? Only followed the rules.
Oh man.
Never didn't. If there was a sign that said that, like only take one, I only took one. Now, what I would do though is I would pick through.
Oh,
You know.
if you didn't, you're a psycho.
Yeah, I'm not grabbing something I'm not going to enjoy, but I would obviously grab the best thing I would. But like even on a regular basis, like when I went trick or treating and they you know, the person opens the door and they say trick or treat.
Yeah, you're only grabbing one. But
I'm
you're
only
telling me-
I'm only grabbing one, but I also wouldn't even pay attention.
Oh, really?
I was just that kid that I was like, thank you, and then it was just like I'm literally just gonna grab something, and whatever it is, I hope I like it. I'm not gonna be that dick. Like, this is what I thought as a kid. I'm not going to be the kid that's like, oh, well, let me spend some time and figure out what I want. No, it's like, okay, I got to get mine and leave.
Oh, see, I would do the quick pick through. And what I
Okay.
mean by the
You're
quick
like,
pick through
surface
is
level,
that, no. In
this,
their
this,
bowl,
this. Okay, I'm gonna
they
go this.
tilt it. I look,
Right.
and I immediately lock
Oh,
eyes
yeah,
with
there's
something
something
I
you
like.
locked eyes on something
Like,
you like,
a
then
Twix,
grab
a
it.
Kit
Sure.
Kat, a Snickers. But
Oh,
if it's like something I don't know, then I just grab. You know what I
Dude.
mean? Like, I wasn't a dick kid either. However, there was this one house. All of that, there is this one
That's
house.
the title right there.
Dick kid.
I wasn't a dick kid either.
However, there was this one house.
Okay.
I'll never forget it. It was in Riddle when I was a little older.
Okay.
And they had...
Hey, let me ask you something. Are people that grew up in that town that you grew up, are they, like, better at riddles than other people?
I didn't grow up in that town.
Okay.
So suck it, Trebek.
What about people that grew up in Riddle? Do you think they're better at riddles?
No.
Worse at riddles?
I think they have more brain cells than you.
Do you think they've heard more riddles than most people?
No.
Do you think they hate riddles more than most people?
If a riddle can also account for a place, then yes.
Okay.
They probably hate riddles because they probably hate where they grew up.
Oh, really?
Some probably do, some don't. Just like anyone who grew up in a small town.
Yeah.
Some hate where they grew up, some loved it.
Okay.
There was one place that always had a sign but they never had lights on.
Yeah.
They left a bucket of candy.
Yeah.
And I went really late one time. I'm making myself sound better by saying that. And I went really, really late one time, and there was the sign, only take one, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is my chance. Whole bucket. Yes.
You went for the whole
Oh, yeah, man.
But you said lights were off, though.
Oh, lights were off. No one else was going. Like,
so
we went
if
through
you
it once.
take that bucket and then the next person shows up, no one's mad because they're like, oh, lights off and the lights off? Oh, I'm just too late. So it's like, in reality, you're not hurting anyone.
Exactly. And I knew that. But I also was the kid who just took all the candy.
You grabbed a bucket.
Dude, I grabbed the full bucket.
Now, how many
The full
pieces are
thing.
we talking? Like,
I mean,
uncountable?
200 plus? Like a whole thing of candy. Like a whole bucket of
When you
candy.
went trick or treat, when you got home, did your parents have to go through the candy first?
No.
So,
F no.
no. I'm not saying. God, you.
No, I know what you're saying. And no, like my parent would never. Now,
I'm not saying pick out what they want and out of your candy. I'm saying, would they ever look at it and be like, "Hey, I hope a child isn't eating needles."
No.
So what my parents would do is they would make us all dump out our like pillowcases of candy, and then as we were looking through it, they would just be like, "All right, well, like you guys are all looking at your candy. Like, obviously, let us know if there's something weird." My dad was always big on like if a wrapper's open already, like you're chucking that. You're not eating that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If there was one that just had like an open end.
So what I'll say is this. My family was not extremely strict about much growing up.
Yeah.
However, I would say like not overdoing it on candy. It wasn't necessarily something that they were big on, but like they definitely like, you know what I mean? Like you're definitely not going to like just mow down on candy whenever you want, right?
Yeah.
However, the one exception was that. Like
They did let you mount out.
when we got Halloween. When we got Halloween candy, that was ours. We could eat it when we wanted to at our willy-nilly. We got it. It's ours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was our like
That's
that was our like I guess you could say our pass for candy.
Ours is actually kind of similar. There was never really like
Like there wasn't like you're only allowed to have 3 pieces today. I don't remember
You didn't
a
have
time.
to like ask or like get approval for what you were eating. It was kind of Yeah, it was kind of just like
It
that's
was trick or
your
treat. Like, I
candy,
went and
yeah.
got that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I worked hard for that.
Yeah.
And so, like, maybe it was the same for everyone. Maybe I'm just saying that, and it was the same for everyone I know. But, yeah,
I
don't
feel like maybe
remember.
that's the smart parent thing to do. Like,
Right,
that's
I-
your candy. Like, if you want to eat all of it tonight and hurt yourself, go ahead. You're going to learn the wrong way.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to learn the hard way.
And so I think that's kind of what I did. Was I was just like, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna eat it. And I didn't
Pound
always
Town?
eat it all.
You went to
but
Pound Town?
I went to Pound Town on my candy, 100%.
Yeah.
But I just think that was my style.
Yeah.
Was eat a little candy whenever I wanted to.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I remember, like, the next week when you're at school, like, I would always look forward to, like, when I got home from school, like, oh, nice, I have that bag of candy waiting for me at home. I can't wait to eat a couple things. Also, the saddest part about the Halloween candy was, like, like a week later when you finally got done with it, and, like, all that was left is just all the candy that you were waiting to eat because, like, it's just all the crap, like, freaking single-pack gumballs that's just, like, I don't care. No, actually, that's probably different for you.
I was just gonna say, I was like, dude, you and I see
Or,
the
like,
thing-
I always hated cinnamon, like, spicy candies.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's always at the end.
One
Like,
thing
Red
I'll tell you
Hot's
right
not
now
good
that
either.
you didn't do with your friends it sounds like you didn't do with your friends.
What?
That's embarrassing.
Trade?
Is trades.
Well, no, I never brought my candy to school.
Oh, did you ever trade with your sisters or siblings?
Oh,
or
of course, yes.
Like, was there anything that they liked that you didn't?
Like, okay, so if any of us ever got bottle caps, I was always about the root beer one, so I would trade, like, my fruity flavored bottle caps for those. My sister loved Smarties, so, like, I was a big chocolate guy, so, like, or Smarties and Sprees my sister loved, so, like, those things I would trade away, I'd try to get some chocolate back or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually the main thing. My sister was a big, like, Nerds, Smarties, Spree. She liked those, like, really tart, fruity candies.
And you wanted chocolate.
And I wanted chocolate. Yeah, I was more of a chocolate guy.
Okay.
Even still.
Okay, it's interesting. So, like, for me, like, I don't remember what my sister and brother necessarily liked, but I had
I don't
clear
remember what
favorites.
my brother liked the cinnamon stuff. Go ahead.
I had clear favorites.
What were your faves?
Oh, Twix
Of course.
all day,
Dude,
every day.
hey, think about a
Snickers.
Twix right now in your mouth.
It sounds like I'm salivating already.
No.
And there are just some things that were, by far the best, and
Yeah.
that is one of them. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Like I would.
So what kind of king size or, full size candy bars would you ever get your paws on?
It was always something crabby like a Hershey's, but it was still a full size candy bar. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there's
it
some
didn't
magic there.
matter. It was
There's
still
some
a
magic there.
full size candy.
Like
bar.
that's a lot of wrapper. That's a lot of real estate to be able to look at.
Oh, dude,
that's
you're looking at
nice.
something and you're like, not every kid got this. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I think
yes.
that's the
Also,
part
love
about
goes
it.
a long way. Like in a world where there are single Hershey's and then a full size Hershey's is basically 12 of those. Like that's money. I was
Yeah.
big. I was a big like I love a O.
I
Henry
know,
bar.
but how would you never got that?
I did all the time because back when we were kids, that O. Henry, the little yellow fun size O. Henry, that was a common like right now if you go to Target and you buy like a fun size chocolate candy thing, you're gonna have Snickers, Milky Way, Three Musketeers, Twix maybe, and like Reese's. Those are like the Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Like those are like the things you're gonna get in there. Now you go back, for some reason, back when we were kids, they had those same things, right? But like they had more available. Like 100 grand and O. Henry's were very common.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, 100 gram bar, one
good.
of the most underrated.
Oh, it's great.
They're phenomenal.
Did you know that it used to be called the $100,000 bar?
Yes,
No, where'd you know that?
just common knowledge.
Okay. I thought I knew something you didn't know, so I'm a little pissed that you knew it already.
No, I feel like that's fairly common knowledge. No,
Okay.
would you agree?
No. Now maybe, but I didn't.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Like,
Yeah, you never got your hands on a nice O. Henry?
Then we'll be real with you. I had an O. Henry not that long ago.
Okay.
And it's not that good.
Dude, it's great.
They're not that good.
You don't know what you're talking about simply, but that's fine.
No, I get it.
It's literally the exact same as a Snickers, except the difference is Snickers is milk chocolate. O. Henry is fudge. It's like a fudgier chocolate.
and,
So it's just a richer chocolate. That's literally the only difference.
yeah, and I wasn't that big of a fan.
There's just something about the mouthfeel of a O. Henry that's
Which
better than
which is
Snickers.
weird because I love Snickers.
Oh, what's up?
I don't know. Maybe
Are you
the
a
O.
Three
Henry-
Musketeers guy?
No.
Yeah, get out of here.
My mom likes Three Musketeers. And I loved that. It's the greatest thing in the world as a kid.
What is?
When your parents like the candy that's not
Oh,
that good.
that you don't want? Yeah.
Well, it's not that I don't want. Like, would I eat it?
Oh, I'll mow down on it because it's
Sure.
chocolate. Yeah.
But it's like,
you
if
make
my
that dark
mom's like, hey, I want a piece of candy, you're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, you're like,
you
sweet.
want a
She
free
wants
basket.
this crap.
Cheers.
Yeah. I agree. My mom loved Raisinets. She loved
And all
like
those.
Mounds, Almond Joy, those things.
Give
And
all
as
that
a
shit
kid, get out of here. I wasn't gonna eat it anyway, but go ahead. You know.
You know, Mom, I love you so much that I would.
You can
give
have
the
this.
Raisinets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Have
that's
you ever had a
exactly-
Mr. Good bar?
Yeah.
It's just peanut and milk chocolate. It's pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it's fine.
But if my mom loved Mr. Good bars, I would freaking give her the shit out of those.
Have you ever had a crackle?
Yes.
What's better, crackle or crunch? Trick question. They're both asshole.
They're both the same, and they're not assholes.
Have you ever seen that commercial for Crunch bars?
Yeah.
And it's someone taking a bite out of a full size crunch. Guess what? I never knew a full size crunch was a thing. That's how
I'm gonna tell
that's
you
how
right now.
irrelevant crunch is. Get off the planet.
I'm not gonna buy a Crunch bar.
Ever, dude.
However, I'm gonna tell you a bunch of Crunch
What's that?
is.
Oh, that's like
solid.
the bag full of like
Like-
they're like Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
No. Have you ever had Dibs?
Dibs are money.
Dude, whatever happened to those?
So have I ever told you my candy idea?
No.
I
Maybe.
want you to tell me this wouldn't be a freaking absolute home run.
What is it?
The bottoms of drumsticks.
Oh, you have
The
to-
drumstick ends,
You
bro.
have to me that. You have
Those
to,
would just
dude, that would
crush.
be so good. Dark chocolate in a little cone.
Is it dark chocolate
It
at the
is
bottom
dark, it's
normally?
dark. Yeah,
Could you
100%.
imagine just a little nice little?
No,
that-
actually, it's regular. It's regular.
Could you imagine that regular chocolate on the bottom of the little cone, and you just get that little piece over?
It's
and
almost
over
like
and
a
over?
candy bugle.
Oh my god! It is a candy bugle.
You know?
it's a candy bugle, and
Yeah.
oh my god, tell me that wouldn't
It's a
be
chocolate
so
bugle.
good. Tell me that would
Dude,
be so
it's
good.
so good.
That's the best part of a drumstick.
Also-
and if someone tells you that's not the best part of a drumstick, they're fucking
Oh,
psychotic.
they're
and,
stupid.
And they
They're
might
stupid.
do something
Also, like,
terrible.
you ever have, like, just a soft serve ice cream cone, and then you get to that bottom where the soft serve's in the bottom part, and then you get that last
best part.
bite.
It's the
It's
best
such
part.
a good bite. Also, a normal, like, pointy cone, whatever you call those. I don't know what you call them. But it's just a normal circle-based cone that a drumstick is on, for example. Those are tasty. You know?
Yeah. I do know.
Like,
And I agree.
yeah. Like, your candy bugle idea is great because the cone is also good. Like, if you gave me an empty cone, I'd still munch.
Why is the cone better?
I don't know, it's good. Whatever it's made out of, man.
I think it's because it's like all bull. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's sugar and dough. It's like a waffle, kind of.
So good.
Anything else?
I just like I with Halloween. It's funny to me because, don't get me wrong, like going trick or treating was an absolute blast. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But it just wasn't my favorite holiday always growing up.
Yeah.
But like reminiscing.
What's your favorite holiday?
Oh, always has been, always will be every kid's favorite. Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
If your favorite holiday, well, I shouldn't say that.
Get off.
If one of your favorite holidays is not Christmas,
Yeah.
like I'm sorry. Like come
So
experience,
this
come
is
experience
this is what I
Christmas with me.
this is what yeah.
That's what I would
This
say.
is what I go through every year. Every year, because obviously we're not counting Halloween as like an actual legit holiday. But like when you start getting into the holiday season, that first holiday is Thanksgiving. Like that's what gets you into that season, right? You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's like Thanksgiving is up there because when Thanksgiving rolls around, you've gone so long without a holiday. You know, because I don't celebrate small ones like stinking, St. Patrick's Day or whatever.
You know.
No, obviously you don't either. But like actually, like in reality, the only holidays I celebrate are Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are literally the two.
Yeah.
Technically New Year's, like if you want to count that. Like I guess.
you though?
I mean, I stay up and I watch the New York ball drop. That's
Do you?
it. Yeah,
Oh,
just about every year. Did I do it last year?
I don't know. Dude. I don't celebrate many holidays. Christmas is really one of the only ones. Thanksgiving's always good because I
Yeah.
have my friends over and we
Yeah.
celebrate it.
There's football on.
Yeah.
It's like a day that you literally there's no part of you that feels bad of overeating.
Well, not only that, but it's like a day where no one can say a word about
No.
anything.
Everyone's
It's Christmas.
down to be a fatty.
It's just Christmas, you know what I mean? Like everything's a go.
Dude, like Christmas movies and like hearing jingle bells.
I'm not a
on
Christmas
TV.
movie guy either. There's some decent Christmas movies.
So yeah, dude, we disagree on things. I'm like get in the spirit type, like that gets me pumped, you know. Thanksgiving comes around, you start seeing programs on TV. You know, they got like the little like leaves falling everywhere. I love it. You know, Christmas rolls around, you start seeing commercials with Christmas stuff. Christmas decorations in the mall, love it. Gets me in the mood.
You hit a couple of the female branches on the way, and it's okay.
What branches? What are you talking about?
You've never heard that?
No, but I get it.
When
I
people
very.
talk about people who aren't very attractive.
I don't
Say
get it.
like, oh, you hit a couple of the ugly branches falling.
Oh, I see.
Like you hit a couple of the female branches. Like,
Oh, 'cause I like-
you have some,
yeah, 'cause
you
I
have
like-
some female thoughts.
Oh, do I?
I mean, that's kind of what I'm getting out of it.
Because I like mall Christmas.
Yep.
Is that something that's a little magical of that for you?
No. Mall Christmas is not magical.
Okay. What if this doesn't save? What if this doesn't save?
I would be heartbroken.
I'm gonna press stop.
Okay.